People, welcome to Never a Foul, Rivals Not Virals, Super Sunday. It was also a Super Saturday. Make sure you smash a like as you come in. I can see already 40 of you here, so big up all of you that are here on a Sunday. And you know what I'm clocking? Every Sunday, the sun is out at the moment. I am not complaining. I love it. I love it. So, guys, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to One Touch TV. Make sure you subscribe to Big Six Bants down below. I'm going to get into the panel now. And obviously, like I said, 35 of you plus here already. So make sure you like the video and get your comments in because we've got a lot to talk about. Saturday's football, today's football. And, you know, Graham Potter, you can't get away with it either. So let me bring in a panel. I've got my right-hand man. I've got Daps with me. He's got his boxing dressing gown on. He's ready for the talking today. I love the dressing gown, you know. Always gives me ring walk vibes.
Oh, that's because I actually woke up at like 5 minutes ago.
Nah, he still made it though. You know them ones when you when you start work at 7 and then people in the office at 6:50. I've been walking at 6:59. They're like, "Oh, Ty, you just made it in." I'm like, "Am I on time?" You know what I mean? You know them ones, they want to get extra early. It's like, well done to you, isn't it? We got Monts inside. Big up every single time. Big Six Bants back on winning ways. Yeah, you look back on track.
Yeah. 2-2.
I'm not used to this life.
Darwin and Gakpo as well.
Well, was it Darwin and Gakpo, you know?
Gakpo was actually both.
What a day. What a day.
Great signings, man. Honestly, I knew they were going to be amazing.
No, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Cody, I told you he took the 007 accusations. He took that personally. He really did. It's just good for the confidence.
You know you're gonna end up liking Darwin, and you're gonna have to like correct yourself. You know you're gonna end up liking.
Darwin, facts,
no
big facts.
No way, because two games does not warrant the 50 misses from the last 4 games that people just seem to forget about just because he played 2 games.
Bro,
just give it time, man.
You're gonna Darwin.
But bro, remember, I just say it with Vim. I already think that Darwin Núñez will probably he'll come good in a year, 2 years. We just don't have that time. The spine of our team is too old to in 2 years' time. But when Darwin's good, are they going to be good? You see what I'm saying? Like, look how
I see Grizz's tweet this morning, Mont.
What?
I see Grizz's tweet this morning, the June Bellingham. I don't know if he's trying to say that you lot are getting Bellingham in June then.
Please. I'm not right now. I said any Jude in his right mind is not joining Liverpool at this moment in time. Like, yes, he might like the idea of joining Liverpool, but if they're not in the Champions League or if we're in the Conference League, them chances for me dwindle a lot. You know.
Do you know what? I'm not like. Listen, if he's tweeting stuff like that, I presume that he's very confident.
Well, I don't think he would have tweeted that if we lost the last 2 games. In my opinion, I don't know. I will never know, innit? But like, it's 2 wins on the bounce. Things are a little bit more happy around the club. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's all to do with timing sometimes. So I'm not completely convinced with the Bellingham thing. Obviously, he's got links to the club and big up Grizz himself. But I don't know. We'll have to see. But I'm just happy that we've got the win, if I'm honest. And yeah, man,
big win. 6 points off now, and a game in hand as well. Can't complain. And we've got Kunle in the building as well. Wednesday it looked like disaster. Saturday evening, you're back smiling again. The Premier League this year, I can't make it up, man. Big up.
Oh yeah, now my people. It's your dark-skinned man from the motherland. If you didn't know before, not today, you go understand. And yes, don't think that the reason my voice is a little bit low is because of the Chester's gone. It's just literally last night was a madness in it. So big up Kaz for getting me on today's stream. Man. Big up.
Love that. Big up Kaz. I think he's on the way to the football today, people. If you're getting your comments in, by the way, just so you know, the comments ain't flagging through yet. So I don't know the stream I was having a little bit of a play about. So I'll grab my iPad. If not, then I can make sure you guys don't feel like I'm airing you. Just saying, by the way, the comments haven't come through yet. Big up Sean as well from Spurs Talk Show. What are you saying, Sean? You all good?
Oh, hi there.
Hi everybody. Hi, how are you?
Sure, you haven't won yet, boy.
No, that's why I came on. You know, like normally when the when the weekend starts the way it does, with everyone around you kind of dropping points, with the exception of Liverpool, and they were taking points from someone else, you go, oh, Tottenham have got a chance here. So it gives me the opportunity this morning to come on with a lot of chest. And then, look, if it doesn't work out, and it probably won't, then I could just disappear for a week. And by the time I come back on, we've moved on to the next situation. So it's lovely.
Love that. Big up for coming on, man. Really appreciate it. Over 120 of you here already. Guys, please make sure you do keep smashing the like and subscribe as well. I can see Olu's got a super chat here. He says, hold tight the 3-point collectors this weekend, man. Big up Olu, man, with the super chat. Love that. Obviously, he's repping Arsenal. He's happy that they're back to winning ways as well. Today we are Qatar. Charlie says, couldn't they celebrating the Arsenal victory? Big up my boy Niger. Daps wearing the boxing pajamas. Hey, listen, I call it the boxing dressing gown as well, man. It's major.
House coat. It's a house coat.
The house coat, did he say?
It's a house coat. I don't know. I know what everyone calls it, dressing gowns and things. It's a house coat. Like,
sorry, Sean. Sorry.
Get your head around it.
I need me a new house coat, man.
The vernacular. You got to get the vernacular right. That is a house coat.
We'll go with it. Yeah, we'll go with it. Big up Gooner Lee's got all the party images and that going on. Big up, man. I hope you're well, bro. I know he's loving it today. He's commenting Bear as well. He is smiling.
Wait, is Lee still about? Hold on. No. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Hey, don't get onto Lee, man.
I did not hear from Lee.
Yeah.
Ghost
Town.
Hey,
I heard he took annual leave.
In Lee's defense, he's been busy, months. In Lee's defense, he's been busy.
I took annual leave.
Nah, he's been busy, months. In Lee's defense, he's been busy. He's not been ducking anyone. He's had a lot of shit going on, innit?
He went from Goonerly to Gonnerly.
Yeah.
Now, you know what, though?
He been doing up AFTV. What do you mean?
Oh, no, I saw him yesterday.
He's big time now, bro.
No, being with your own fans don't mean you've been around. That means you've been ducking as well.
He's been around.
On your own fans, that's still ducking.
You know what
my notebook was hungry, and now that this guy's got a win, he wants to pop up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The annual leave didn't last long. Daps, you know what I was going to say? It's funny how Dead Man crashed your show yesterday. They lost. They were not crashing nothing.
No, bro, but when I
but that's the whole point of crashing shows when you're winning, bro. No?
Hold on. So I turned up there at half time, and DR and AF are near each other, like as in units away from each other. So when I pulled in there, I see Lee outside on the phone. And this is the first time we do shows together so Lee, what are you saying? Waving. I quickly spin my car up, park it up. Before I've even got out my car, he's back in the building, right? I'm like,
no way.
I'm like, oh,
Lee, I'm not having this slander. I'm not having it.
So I was like,
was this when it was 2-2?
This was when it was 2-1.
You're losing 2-1.
Bad you lot, man.
I thought, no, I'm going into AF. So I walked down to AF, went in there, and I said to Brennan, hold up, Brennan. I go, is Lee upstairs? He goes, yeah, he's on set. Be quiet if you're going to go up there. I said, no problem. So I went up there. I see Lee and Robbie, and I was waving at them both, going, hi. And neither of them, I understood they couldn't speak. They were on a show. They did not even smile back at me. They just looked like, get out of the studio, right?
They were busy working, Daps, all right? Do you get what I'm saying?
But they couldn't smile. They couldn't smile. Look at the look. When they burst in on our studio, I was smiling. I was happy. Lee, nice to see you. Listen, all I'm saying to Arsenal fans is, I said on Wednesday after the game, this doesn't mean we win the league. If we can't go and beat Forest, it means nothing. And Arsenal fans that were down and, well done, Daps, you're going to win the league now. I said, no. The first time we won a league, because everyone's saying City know how to do this. I said the first time we won a league, we were up against a Manchester United team under Alex Ferguson that knew how to do it. With 7 games left to play, we were 8 points behind them. And we still came back. So we can never say just because Arsenal haven't done it for a while, they can't get back in it. Right?
No, but Daps, you see why a lot of fans have kind of hit with that. I've never committed to we're going to win the league. I gave some caveats to if we beat Everton, then I would have said it. If we beat you lot on Wednesday, then I would have finally said, you lot, this is the first pressure moment in the season at home against City. We win that. I think, okay, when another pressure moment comes up, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
So that's why for me, I'm like, that pressure moment showed me we're not mentally ready just yet. Don't get me wrong. Does that mean we're out? We're done? No, we're not done. We'll push City all the way. Do you know what I'm saying? And let's say we're in the same points kind of situation when we come to the Etihad. That's another pressure moment that we'll be given an invitation to. Are we going to accept or are we not? That's when I'll kind of know again. That's the next time I'll question our title credentials.
And what I like is, so I still think I've said I think the title race is going to be decided for some reason in my head game week 37. I've just got that setting right, game week 37,
Okay,
but what I like of what happened this weekend, or sorry, not this weekend, this week on Wednesday, is that it let, and I'm not saying to you, Kunle, but it let a lot of Arsenal fans, especially online, it showed them a title race isn't easy, I had an Arsenal fan say to me yesterday, if this is what a title race is like, the pressure, and they're a content creator, and he said, I don't know if I want to be involved, bro. And I go, imagine this is our 6th year of doing this. It is. But then while I was driving, I was thinking, right, what would I prefer deep down? This or the season where we got 100 points and it was just so. And I would prefer that by March. Let me be very clear. There's a simple answer to that. Me, Daps, I would prefer the 100-point season that is easy, no pressure, all fucking day long. This is long. 100%. If you thought I was going to say otherwise, you are wrong.
Where's the fun in that, though? Where's the fun in that?
Yeah, I was going to say that. If you knew...
Fuck fun, bro. Fuck fun.
Really?
If I gave you a hypothetical question, Daps, and I said to you, right, okay, you're going to win the title on game week 37 by 3 points or whatever, or you're going to get the 100 points. You would take the one game week 37 for the drama, innit? If you knew you were going to win it.
All right. So for my blood pressure, I would take the 100-point season
every time.
However, for like Lee said,
the content
for the what's it called? The adrenaline. I would take the last day of the season being 2 goals down to Aston Villa every single fucking time. Because that feeling was different. Sorry, Muds.
In it. Now we're straight into it, man. Big up people. There's 200 watching in here. Make sure you keep smashing the like button, people. Make sure you subscribe to One Touch TV, Spurs Talk Show, and Big Six Bants for Monts' content. I know Monts always goes live Sunday evenings as well. And for Arsenal reactions, make sure you check out Kunle's content from yesterday as well. Big up everyone saying up the Chelsea.
Where's the Chelsea fan today?
Yeah,
are they gone missing as well? They're gone missing like Guna Lee,
yeah? Of course
Come on. I don't know who's doing a better job.
You know what, though?
What are Chelsea fans turning up to pods?
But this is the thing, that yesterday, right, I was... so the show last night, I was due to do something else, right? But the minute we dropped points, we didn't lose, by the way, we dropped points, everyone's like, Daps, you can't go hiding. So I had to change all my arrangements, to come on the show, right? We've still got a point. Chelsea... Oh, there's none of that. Chelsea just like, we ain't turning up nowhere. Like, we're
just trying to get 40 points, apparently.
Why am I not on the top pro? I'm a 3-point collector. Why am I not on the top pro today?
Bro, no, behave yourself. Don't.
Hey. Until you enter the top 4 months, you should stay below. Relax. Fall back, bro. Fall back, my guy.
I'm a 3-point collector this week.
Yeah, relax.
We need.
You're reaching with this one. You're reaching with this one.
I can't claim any. No top row for Sean at the moment. There's no claim here.
No.
Sean, if only half your fan base knew your role like you did, then it'd be such a happy day for Tottenham.
Until today. We're going back in the top 4 this afternoon, boys. At 6 o'clock, we're back in the 4.
Sean, I've done that one for you. Don't worry, Sean. That one was for you. Don't worry. That little win there. You know what I'm saying? I had to put Newcastle back in. You know, had to put Kendall back quickly. Like that K Lato. Do you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, another one. I don't know where Kendall is right now, but I tried to say.
Yeah, real talk. Where's Kendall?
Listen, it's gonna get long. Like, understand it. And I say, Monts, why are you getting so confident? Newcastle haven't lost than anyone. Listen. Don't ruin it with doing it. You know what I'm saying? Word to Ty Logan. You know what I'm saying? Liverpool right now, obviously, we're not the greatest team, but what I realized was the only team to beat Newcastle is Liverpool prior to this game.
Yeah, home and away.
season, and only Liverpool are beating them. So I had a feeling
they beat themselves yesterday, though. They beat themselves, mate. Let's be honest.
No, they didn't. We beat them because we scored the 2 goals before they got the red card. Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah, but both of those goals, but the defending on those 2 goals was absolutely atrocious.
Oh, we're not going to do that because the amount of goals.
Hey, give Darwin and Gakpo their flowers for yesterday, bro. Sure, and allow them to have their day, man. Come on, Darwin and them man deserve their day.
Allow anyone to have their flowers.
That Salah assist was ridiculous. Second of all, do you know the amount of goals that Kane scores where man are moving like defensive cones, doing up Saliba versus Watkins, bro?
And when that happens, you have every right to bring it up. And if it's a valid point, I will debate you on the time. But you think that Newcastle did themselves proud yesterday before the red card? Come on. They shot themselves in the foot in the first 5 minutes. They weren't set up correctly.
They played well in the first 5 minutes. Bro.
Sure, man.
Sean's not giving nothing, innit?
I'm sorry. Liverpool are not back. Bro. Just because Cody Gakpo has got a couple of goals, you guys are, and Darwin Núñez is starting to hit a little bit of form. Like you started to get a little bit too toppy on that opinion there.
Let's just keep it 100. I'm not going to lie. Liverpool are finishing top 4, but we're going to dive into it a bit more. But, bro, they're finishing.
You think Liverpool are finishing top 4?
Yes, they are.
I've taken no part in that.
Bro, Liverpool are finishing top 4.
Can we get a clip of that, please?
Yeah, do
it for the archive.
Well, are you not involved, Monts? You're not involved, no.
No, I'm not involved. No, I'm not involved.
Once, if you are involved, I'll call you Denzel for the rest of the show.
You call me Denzel anyways.
People, let's get these likes up, by the way. There's over 230 people in here. Likes aren't even at 100 yet. Thumbs below, like this or this. Just give it a quick tap. It will help push us out to more people. It takes 1 second and it is free, please. So
come on, man, people. Make sure you do smash a like, man. But now, do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Well, we're gonna talk about the football and dive into it a bit deeper because Daps, obviously, Man City. Yesterday, I love that. Oh, do you know what? Now, let me go to Kunle first. Man's boxing off the nice chicken wing. Yeah. Enjoy that. Kunle, obviously, yesterday, 2-1 down to Villa at halftime. We're talking about, obviously, we put the banter aside and that, but the Premier League was obviously turning on its head a little bit, and Arsenal hadn't won in 4 games. People were thinking, 2-1 down to Villa, Unai Emery, could you bounce back? That second half, obviously, to score so late on 2 goals in the 90th minute, you saw the way the players were celebrating with Arteta. Like, it meant a lot. Do you feel like, when you've had your first win and then you've been playing sick and then you've had your down tool, do you feel like this is now your second win? That second half could just change everything for you lot?
Yeah, for sure, man. Omar, yesterday was stress for 90 minutes. Minutes 1 to minutes 93. Madness. Nothing but stress in the studio. The reason why it could give us a second win is the manner of the victory, not necessarily the victory, because I said it was going to be a squeaky bum game, but I also said it's Villa. The pressure's kind of off, similar to the City game. Watch us go and win that game. That's what I said, because the pressure was kind of off. But then going down twice, hey, I lost it, bro. Let me not lie. 2-1 down at halftime. I believed we were still in the game, but I was like, how do we get out of this rut? Because everything we're doing seems like it's going wrong. Then obviously, man like J5 came in with, you get me, the winning goal. Martinez paying them the Arsenal tax. He said, "You know what, man? I want you lot to win the league. Let me give you one, and then I'll raise you an open goal for the 4th, just to show man's not salty about how things ended up." So big up Emi Martinez, MVP of last night, in obviously in spirit of the All-Star game coming up tonight. But yeah, bro, I think this will give us a second win. But as I said earlier, the next opportunity we have to show that we can get this title is not till April the 26th, I think, is that game.
Is that when you play City away then, yeah?
When we get City. That's the next window where we can say this is an opportunity, pressure moment. If we're still neck and neck on points, we have to go and win at the Etihad. Not draw. We have to go and win there for me to start.
What do you think?
No, I'm never. Well, you lot won there, so boy, get me. Anything's possible, my guy.
Well, not last season. Not this season.
Spurs didn't win there.
No, not this season. I mean, they've won there before, though, so it's not impossible. So, but I'm saying that's the next window that I'll be like, okay.
We also beat Man City at home this season, and that's not obviously for everybody, is it? You know what I mean?
That is true.
You know what, Kunle, yeah? You know when it gets to April 26th, would you be happy with a 5-point advantage going into that game, or do you think it needs to be more?
5 points. I will bite your hand off for 5 points. Are you joking me?
Okay, so what if it's free? What if it's free? Obviously, and they beat you. And
Bruv,
they do
even
the top.
bruv,
It has to be
even if it's neck and neck, I'm happy with that.
Okay, yeah, fair.
No, because because let these guys fully feel the pressure. They need to feel it, bro, and actually get through it. If they don't get through it, then they obviously were never ready. So I want these players to feel that pressure to make them grow as players, whether they either learn for it and be like wounded animals next season, or they go and get their job done. But till that City game, I can't even anyone talking title for me. I can't entertain it. And what the rest of my fan base will do is, you're sitting on the fence, you're this, that. Brother, I don't follow any sort of peer pressure of anyone else. I support my team the way I support my team. You can't pressure me into saying one thing or the other. I've said what I said. I don't think we can get this done because we didn't beat City at the pressure moment of the season. Until they show me otherwise next time, I'm standing by it. But we will be the team that pushes them all the way, 100%. 100%.
Okay, big up Olu as well.
By the way, and the way you've just said that is the exact way it should be, yeah? Like, when people are like, but you were saying you didn't back this City team. And I was like, right, so look exactly what I've said. All season long, I've said we don't look like the same team, but when it gets to the business end of the season, I think we'll turn up. I then said before the Tottenham game, after Arsenal dropped points to Everton, if we don't turn up by any fucking means and get 3 points against Tottenham, yeah, then at that point I will say I don't believe we're going to win the league. The way we played against Tottenham, yeah, not just the score, but the way we played, the way there was no leaders, the team selection, everything, right? I was like, at this point, I don't believe we can win the league because we are not the same Man City of the last few years. But then we saw a bounce back, right? And that made me believe again. Yesterday, let me be clear, yesterday did not change anything. I still think City, and I did change after the Tottenham game, I changed and said, I don't think I see it now. Now, after yesterday, that's changed nothing for me.
Yeah. Okay, you're still like as calm because you know in that game, because we could touch them together. When you look at the Man City game, I watched the highlights, Daps. On another day, you win that 5-1.
Well,
you just didn't
the
score
frustrating
yesterday.
thing, right? There's been so many games this season where we're not recycling the ball quickly. We're not moving the ball at pace. We're not creating chances, right? Yesterday, we were moving the ball at pace. We were winning the ball back quickly. We were creating chances. It's just for once, we weren't eating our chances. That's what it was. And
it happens, though.
I can't come out here and say I didn't see the fight because it's other games. What's bothered me is I've seen no fight, no determination in the City team. Yesterday, I saw that. But the same, I will say for Arsenal, I said to Cass the other week where you beat someone, Leeds, 2-0 last Sunday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
2 late goals. And I said, and Cass was like, I know people say it took two late goals. I said, listen, 2 late goals tells me more about a team than 2 early goals does. Right?
Facts.
So
I hear it.
I like that.
I hear it.
And that was the same yesterday with Arsenal. Like, Arsenal probably, if that would have ended 2-2, Arsenal's like players
they
would have been
annoyed.
Fucking hell.
But the fourth goal, there was no goalkeeper, and the third goal was complete luck. It hit the bloke back on the back of the head. You can't make
what was the final score, though, Sean?
No, but that's fine.
That's all we care about.
Hang on, that's making a point saying you can tell more about a team by scoring 2 late goals than 2 early goals.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but the first of those 2 goals...
But it doesn't matter, bro. The manner of the goal doesn't matter.
The second one, the goalkeeper's up trying to score from the shoulder.
Okay, Sean.
My whole thing is, if a player gets like...
That's ridiculous.
Sean, no, it's not. Because if a referee, right... My whole thing with Arsenal, with the Arsenal fan base before, right, was that, say like last season against City, if a player gets sent off and then they'll focus more on but if it wasn't for the sending off, and I'm like, listen, in football,
it's a Tottenham
shit
thing,
like
bro.
That happens. If you want to win a league, you don't sit and cry about that. You keep fucking going and keep.
Hey, Daps, look who you're talking to about league titles, bro. Spurs fan, you get me? It's a bit of an alien topic. You know what I mean? He doesn't understand all these things.
Philosophically, I get what you're saying. Philosophically, I get what you're saying. In the specific example,
what? Since we won a trophy? Since we won a trophy?
Yesterday,
you won a title. You said a title.
So we've won one of these Premier League titles, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
Okay, so does that make us more qualified than? Does it make us more or less qualified qualified than Spurs to speak on it once.
No, obviously.
And that was the context of here. So
You didn't lift the trophy, mate. You're just a fan of football.
Don't
Doesn't
do
make your
that.
opinion
Don't do
any more
that.
qualified.
Right. So yesterday,
You didn't score that goal, Goodley.
Sean, so yesterday, yeah,
That
it was 2-2. If that third goal didn't go in, which it did, yeah, Arsenal had the belief. They may well have pushed on and got another one. And because what they did is they kept playing to the whistle. And having shots until a goal was scored. So
yeah,
you can't then go, oh, well, it was a lucky goal, because they then went on and scored another. So come on, bro.
Philosophically, I understand what you're saying about the belief, but in the example that you gave, to back up your point, you talked about 2 goals that came, one from luck and the other one from the goalkeeper trying to score a last-minute winner in the penalty area.
Hold on, Daps, hold on. But Sean,
it's the worst example possible.
No, but Sean, on Daps's defense, the fact that we had Jorginho had the balls in the 93rd minute to take a risky shot like that. That's what we're talking about, Sean. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if he doesn't have that shot from 25 yards out at that moment in the game, we don't get that chance to get that goal. Maybe other teams will be passing it around or like Arsenal do, passing it from side to side sometimes and not penetrate. He took the risk in the 93rd minute to either get killed by the fans for having a shot that went into Rosette or taking a chance. And that chance worked in the final minutes, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? That's the context that Daps is talking about.
I understand the philosophical argument. I'm just saying, I personally don't think that is a perfect example to demonstrate the point.
I don't even
because it's Arsenal. Okay.
I don't think
because I think that because of the circumstances. Sorry, go on, Monts, cracking.
I don't think it's a J5 thing, man. It's a Ramsdale thing. I understand what Ramsdale was doing, bro. If it wasn't for Ramsdale, the J5 moment shouldn't even be a thing. Underside of the crossbar, fingertip save, crucial. At 2-2.
For sure. Yeah, I remember that. You're right.
About it. That's for me is as good as if not better than the goal. For me,
I hear that. That's facts.
Wow.
We got Monts talking some sense about Arsenal. Big up.
Ramsdale stood up still.
Was that a 2-1?
That was at 2-2.
No, 2-2, and it was like the 78th minute.
Bro, it was like 3 minutes to go in normal time. That goes in, heads drop.
And then he had another save from that don't. What's that striker that came on?
He pushes it away from Leon Bailey coming in for the rebound. You know what I'm saying? He has to push it out.
Saves go underrated. They're just as important as goals. You know what I mean? Big up Ollie as well with a super chat. He says, Jogger Benito. From now on, it's Jorginho Benito. Big up Ollie, man.
I wish he was number 5 for Arsenal too. So I could play that.
You man do the J2O thing, innit? J2O, innit?
J2O. There's 300 people here, man. So guys, please make sure you keep smashing the likes as well, man. Make sure you smashing the likes. Make sure you subscribe to all the content creators down below. Their channels are there as well. So make sure you hit them up. People are saying the excuses. The salt is delicious. Afternoon, a lot of salt here. Flossy afternoon. Odegaard should have scored. Keep smashing the likes.
That one. Oh, that miss, bro. That sent me, bro. That sent me.
Yo,
that sent me.
I said this after the Everton game actually, and now I'm gonna say it again. Whenever Odegaard gets that cutback first time shot, he either does a 1-2 of the moon or he scuffs the ball. When he shifts it and bangs it, there's mad.
Yeah. Real talk. That's real talk. That's real talk. I don't get it.
Yeah, because when he shifts it and hits it, the ball stays hit. But why is it on the when it's first time? It's like he panics, bro. It's like he doesn't know what to do.
I don't know. I don't get it, bro. I don't know how you can hit the ball so sweetly and then at pressure moments like that.
But he's such a technician. It don't make sense to me. Maybe you can't be great at everything, innit? So obviously everyone has things they're not so good at. Can I just if you are moving on, can we just talk about this Watkins and Saliba and the first half, please? Because even though Arsenal fans,
can we not? Bro, there's bad. We're 28 minutes in and we've been talking about Arsenal. We don't mind.
I haven't brought the notebook, so we still got time.
Did he win an aerial duel last night? Did he win one yesterday at all? There,
yeah, he won a couple still.
Saliba since the World Cup has been doing up Salibic. Like I'm talking right now. All those Virgil van Dijk comparisons. How ironic he tried to use his aura to defend Ollie Watkins. That is what's ironic to me.
Man said he used his aura to
Van Dijk. Oh, he was the new Van Dijk, right? He was the new Van Dijk. You know that step over and shift? Anyone that's played football has done that training session. You put a cone there, they give you the ball, step over, shift, hit it. Step over, shift, hit it. How do you get beaten by the
that was wild. That was wild, man. It's way too much respect for Ollie there. I don't understand what was going on, bro. It was nuts. Backing off him, everything, man.
So even in the second half, you know what? If Villa were a bit more clinical with their finishing, but two with some of their final balls, they could have easily won that game. There were points where they could have
gone ahead, not one. They could have gone ahead, yeah. For real.
If they found better passes, they just look. You know what? It's similar to the last day of the season last year. Villa just looked like a team that they get tired way too quickly. And then when they're breaking, there's no electricity to it. There's no looking up for the right pass or anything. It just, don't know. They just look tired.
Do you know what that is, Daps? Yeah. Do you know what that is? It's mad because Unai Emery and Mourinho were kind of similar the way they set up. And when Ollie, I know it's small details, but even when Ollie came in, because their managers don't rely on pressing and not having the ball, because they sit back so much, the players are not even that fit because they're not used to running that much. That's simple as that. Emery, Mourinho, all these players, when they play for them teams, they're just not fit because all they do is sit back, don't really have the ball, and that is literally them. And that's what.
And you know what? And that's why it's so beneficial for a player like Martinelli coming on 70th minute while they're tired, and he was getting a lot of looks. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's why I don't think until Jesus is fit, Martinelli should start on the left, because the space given to him is just not the same. I reckon he should be an impact sub between now and the end of the month until Jesus gets back. And then we take it from there. Or if he does start games, it's through the middle. Because as much as people have been on to Nketiah, let's get it right. He's played every 90 minutes since the World Cup. So he never gets subbed off. So he's looking a little bit jaded. He's missing bare chances, don't get me wrong, but he's looking a bit jaded. Maybe needs a little bit of a rest for a couple games.
Yeah, I agree. Bring up everyone that's watching as well. Like I said, 314 of you here. Make sure you subscribe into the channel here if you're new. Make sure you subscribe into Big Six Bands, One Touch TV. The likes are over 150, so please make sure you keep getting them up to 200. I think before we're going to go on to Chelsea, people, I see in the comments saying we've got to move on to Chelsea. Mons is here. We've got to respect the Liverpool thing because, two goals in 2 games for Cody. 007 was going to be, but now it's, 2-0-0. Top 4. I'm saying once I'm gonna start this in Liverpool, and I'm gonna be real. Sean ain't gonna like it, but I think this Liverpool team are gonna get top 4 with Van Dijk back, with Jota, Firmino, Luis Diaz back next month. I'm telling you now, with this team right now, 6 points off with a game in hand on Newcastle. I'm sorry, you're gonna score more goals than Liverpool, Spurs. You're gonna concede less goals than Spurs probably. Yeah, bro. It's for me. I'm gonna put pressure on Liverpool. I think
you just sort of chimed in a little bit there to add fuel to that fire,
bro. I'm putting pressure a little bit of Liverpool. Yeah, if Liverpool don't get top 4 from here, when you look at the way Spurs are with no Bentancur for the season, and Newcastle are just falling off a cliff at the moment, it's a missed opportunity, bro. You're coming. You lot are coming.
We got Daddy Sarr though, mate. You don't understand.
Endorse that notion, Mons. Endorse that. Endorse what Ty said.
Give me 30 seconds.
Happened to be when you asked him the question. Look at the convenience of this.
Coming back with a mask.
Look at the convenience of this.
No, I'm back.
I'm giving you the platform to have some energy back in your club. Top 4 is coming.
Endorse it, Mons.
I just had to let my cat outside. I'm here. Don't worry.
Okay. I want you to endorse what Ty said.
People in the chat are telling me, chest. Months, you got chest after 2 wins and you got all this chest. I was backing up the notebook when I was in 10th. What do you mean only now I'm showing my chest? What are you talking about?
Don't know.
You know what I'm saying? I had the notebook out for Arsenal when they were top and I was in 10th and I was questioning, man. Calling Martinelli Martin. And yes, his name is still Martin. So yes, the chest will remain. Pause. But anywho, people. Top four. I mean, mathematically, it is so possible.
When they start with the mathematical things, that's going to get technical.
However, Liverpool have not put together 3 straight wins in the Premier League all season. So, therefore, I cannot say with my chest.
Endorse it, man. Don't.
No. You see, I don't fall for the. I don't.
Jurgen Quad. to come on. Top 4 is a minimum, bro.
Yeah, football's a funny old sport. Things happen. At the end of the day, it's not. I haven't seen this Liverpool team win 3 games in a row yet. So I know Palace is a game where you can go and think, yeah, Liverpool should win that game. And yes, we should win that game. But we also should have beat Brentford. We should have beat Wolves. We probably should have beaten Chelsea in the form they were in, even though we were in bad form. We probably should have maybe at least got a draw or a win versus Brighton, the normal Liverpool. But we haven't been the normal.
But your big man are back, Mons. This is the difference. Your big man are back.
No. That coming back yesterday was a massive difference. Massive difference. But we still, again, 11 versus 11. Newcastle still carved out a few really good chances.
Yeah,
Alisson had to make 2 world-class saves in that game.
Even with 10 men.
Yeah, they were good with 10 men. Yeah,
they looked good. They looked good. I think we did take our foot off the pedal because everyone. One thing I'm not having. Everyone loves to say Newcastle weren't there, heads weren't there. They got a final next week. I've got Madrid on Tuesday. What do you mean? What, you thought our heads were there? We've got a game on Tuesday against Madrid. What are you talking about? That game against Madrid is arguably as big as that Mickey Mouse final. What are you talking about?
Sounds like you have got a bit more backing in your mind. It sounds like deep down you do want to talk with chess, but you're a little bit reserved because you're worried about being clipped.
I'm reserved about coming top 4. I'm not having chess for everyone else. My opinion, just like you said, Sean. I'm not any less qualified. I'm the most successful team.
Hey, man's using his quotes on him, Sean. You know, it's serious. Man's got a notebook for real.
But right now, my team is nothing. But right now, on a big boy thing, it's been 25 years since them man have touched the final. So yes, they're head somewhere else, but so was our team. We have to think about we made a quadruple substitution at some point. You know what I'm saying? The red card really helped early. Yeah, and the red card helped us to. You know, I can't lie. That red card helped because I think at 2-0 you're never safe.
And helped us. So thank you.
Yeah, no. Listen, a secret agent carrier, come in. Secret agent carriers, come in. You know what I'm saying? And also, if you want to be shameless about it, Karius is the only player to play in a final out of Pope, a major final out of Pope, and the Bravka. He's got more final experience than both of them.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Ty, Daps,
so Ty, don't fuck that up.
Maybe not Sean so much, but I do not like the volume of Monts's voice. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, what's going on here?
I've been watching your
what's
show,
going on here?
I've been watching Big Six Bants over the last 6 weeks. After you're dropping a points against teams, and like the energy from you, Mons, it's like it's dour. It's like there's. You're talking about your own team. When you're talking about Arsenal, when you're talking about City, it's all chess. You got the notebook. It's like this. And all of a sudden, you're starting to come back up because of what? Well, because Cody Gakpo finally
Sean, you said about watching Big Six Bants, yeah? But what we don't know
Love the show, by the way.
Recently, Mons has been doing shows with like Fulham and shows with like Southampton and kind of more. So he's got more chest to get.
His level,
middle six bands. Middle six bands.
Right. You know what's so funny?
Mid-table blues. Mid-table blues.
I'll start with you.
Bruv, don't start with me, bro. You don't want to be starting something. Michael Jackson told you. You don't want to be starting something. You don't be starting something.
This is my villain up right now. No, this is my villain up. Since you want to talk, yeah, if you do not win this flipping league and I come fourth, you'll be the last person that we basically had the same season. If you let me finish fourth and you don't win that league, trust me, I'm coming for you.
No problem.
I'll be waiting.
So Mons is basically just endorsed Ty's comment that they're coming fourth, guys. Can we clip that one up, please? Because the chest he just came at me with, that's someone with a lot of confidence. So that's not someone that's a if but a maybe kind of guy.
Sean, for you, your midfield is on strings. Your midfield is as thin as Thiago's hamstrings. I promise you right now. So you just held 4 at the King Power. We've done you a favor and beaten Newcastle and slightly taken them out of the equation a little bit. And you have to come to Anfield. So again, it is possible for us to come top 4. But the energy is always going to remain the same for other teams. Why? Because I haven't been shit I haven't not won a major trophy like Ty for 10 years. I'm not like Kunde, who's won 3 FA Cups in the last decade. I'm not like you, who hasn't won a trophy in forever. I've actually had clout the last 5 years. So yes, I'm having
a welcome to the history segment of the show.
The only man that can catch me top is that. I'm qualified. I've got a resume. That's why I have a notebook for you, man. Every time. Until I'm shit for 4 or 5 years, then you man can talk down to me.
You know what Mons is like? You know that brother on the block, yeah? That that fucking used to be a bad man, yeah, and he's still walking around with a vest on, yeah, like with his arms out, and
sipping a bigger or KA
how
drink.
he used to move packs.
Sipping the KA, black grape KA.
Hey, listen, you man, yeah, but gets run up on by the youngers on a regular basis.
As I said,
Yeah, straight.
But to put my head, my logical head back on, I just feel like we need to take each game at a time. This isn't we've won 2 games. The first game was Derby tax. It's a derby. If you don't get out for a derby, then Viagra can't save these, man. Do you know what I'm saying? So now I got to look at it and think, cool, you got to win over a team that's only lost 1 game this season. So that was a big statement. And it's great for the confidence. With the players coming back, I believe we can beat Palace. But I do believe that Real Madrid game.
You confident about beating Palace?
The Real Madrid. Let me finish. The Real Madrid game. The only reason I'm not 1,000,000% confident is because the Real Madrid game.
So you're not confident about beating Palace?
Because we're playing Real Madrid in the week. Not because it's Palace.
Oh, so are you going to do the Arteta?
So what, you're resting man for Palace? Resting man at Palace, yeah?
What happened?
Wait. So you're struggling to play every 3 days now? You're going to run up the Arteta excuses?
Hey, sorry, calm down.
What are you talking about?
Boy, you weren't complaining about schedule when you was in the quadruple last year, mate.
Bruv, you get what I'm saying? He wasn't talking about resting man for Crystal Palace when he was Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah, but
now it's all resting man.
It's not the same
Palace.
Team. That's the argument.
It is the same team. It's not just got Mane. That's it. It's the same team, bro. No Mane, bro. That's it.
What are you talking about?
It's the same team without Mane. Remember the guy you said you wouldn't miss? Remember that guy?
We've lost Mane, and of course, we've also lost loads of players through injury. Jota's played 1 game this season, bro. One game. He was supposed to be the starter. Allow me. We've had injuries as well. We can't cope with injuries the same way other teams can. It is what it is. It is what it is. I think you're giving yourself a bit of insurance policy here, so you can. I'm not. I'm not.
Why is your voice going high pitch? Why is your voice going high pitch?
I've noticed that. It's a bit of a tell, mate. If you were playing poker and waiting for you to go, no, I've got nothing. I haven't got anything strong hand. I promise you, I haven't got a strong hand.
You lot can do the banter thing. You can do the banter thing. But at the end of the day,
you started it.
I've been cussing Jurgen Klopp and the players the last 6 weeks, bro. I've been coming down these guys' head. That's why now, after 2 games, I'm not going to come out and say we're coming top 4. I'm going to say we take it 1 week at a time.
You said you're confident, right? You just said, yeah, we can get top 4 because Newcastle are on the decline. Tottenham have got a threadbare midfield.
That's what I said. Yes, mathematically it's possible because when you look at things like you holding 4 at the King Power, and obviously if you look at Newcastle looking like they're maybe losing their way a bit about Bruno Guimaraes.
So where do you think Liverpool will finish right now? If you're a betting man, in your own mind, where do you think Liverpool will finish?
I like that, sure. Good question.
5th.
He said 4th, bro. Nah.
I said if.
Bro, the way you were talking to me with bare chest, bro. You gotta say 4th, man. Nah.
Anderson style chest was coming out there.
Let me ask him this. Off the back of that month, I said you lot should finish top 4, 6 points off with a game in hand. Right. Spurs are not really scoring goals and Benton goes out and Newcastle can't really hit a barn door. Are you telling me right now that Newcastle or Spurs are better than you, so they finish above you then? Because if you're finishing 5th, which one's finishing above you?
We won 2 games in 2023.
Who's finishing above you, Spurs or Newcastle?
Don't write Brighton off, mate. Brighton.
No. I don't want Spurs or Newcastle.
We have just taken the chest out in 5 minutes.
Fully, he's deflated, bro. Man's tone is getting lower and lower. Mont, speak up. Speak to the mic, Mont. Mont, are you there?
Hello.
I can't even speak.
No. You're doing an English essay to a 1-word answer. Spurs or Newcastle?
Bro, Spurs, not Newcastle. Newcastle aren't coming top 4.
So your Spurs are better than you with this team they've got. Oh, you're
threadbare midfield that you're talking about.
It's bad. Spurs are still capable of winning games. They're not.
You do not believe
that. By the way, they are capable of winning games.
Yeah,
they are capable of winning games.
Daps would know.
When you have Harry Kane, you're always capable of winning games.
You're telling me this Spurs team are better than you lot?
Have you not seen, bro? We've only won 2 games.
No, but your boys are back. Your big boys are back.
Pause.
I'm sorry. Well, did we not? I'm sorry. Have we not lost more games with the 14?
Bro, this is a Man United fan. This is a Man United fan here telling you that you lot will get top 4 over Spurs.
Yeah,
right now, I don't know until I see.
Do you agree that?
Yeah.
Until I see until I see 2 more wins, I cannot run with that. I can't run with it. I think it's going to be tight. I think Spurs.
That's how I feel right now as well. To be fair, though, it is mad that City and Liverpool just can't put together these runs of games.
Yeah.
None of them are talking. You see, game in hand FC. Game in hand FC. You still have to win that game in hand.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I think there's a massive disservice being played. Everyone's talking about it's either Liverpool or it's Newcastle or it's Tottenham.
Let's come to Spurs.
There's no disservice here, bro.
Sean, just quickly.
To Brentford.
Sean, just quickly. I won't want to interrupt you.
Okay, those 2 teams, yeah, maybe.
Just quickly, while Daps is munching up as well, guys, there's nearly 400 of you in here. That it's going up and up. Please make sure you keep smashing a like on this video, people. It's Sunday, the sun's out, the football's about to start shortly, and also subscribe to all the channels below: One Touch TV, Big Six Banks, and Spurs Talk Show, guys. So yeah, make sure you're here. And then later on tonight, we've got the call-in show as well. So yeah, Sean, carry on, but I need to plug the likes up.
Just quickly, in short terms, is the race on? Abso-fucking-lutely. Was the race on 2 weeks ago? No.
I respect that.
Now the race is on. Are we? You know what I'm saying? The race is on. Whether we get there depends for me. Next 2 weeks, I'll make the judge. Because just because Jota and Firmino are back, don't mean they're back in form. They've just come back. Virgil van Dijk looks fine. Bobby looks good, but Jota looking a bit janky. So hopefully with games, and as soon as I see them hit form again, then we can talk.
I like it though. Now every week the show pressure is going to mount on Liverpool now because they're now back in conversations. I like it.
Not like Chelsea and them, man. 600 M's can't buy a win. And them man were cussing me the other day. They were cussing me, saying, "Oh yeah, we're in them, but look at Liverpool. It could be worse. You could be a Liverpool fan. Allow me, fam. Your manager's out here playing Quidditch. You dickheads."
Hey,
Sean, this is time for you. Defend your club in this top 4 race. No one respects us.
I'll defend my club, but I'm also going to throw it out there that I think that it's wide open from 4th to 9th. I think you've got Newcastle, Tottenham. You can't fight against Fulham, Brighton, or Brentford alongside Liverpool. All of those teams. Brentford, I've got the best form in the Premier League over the last 6. With the exception of Manchester City. Manchester City have only got 1 point more than them. Undefeated in beyond the 6 games. I don't know why people are writing them off, and they're 9th.
Are you talking in top 4? Sorry, are you talking top 4 here?
I'm saying that like Brentford, like there's 6 points separates 4th from 9th. Like why are we being so disrespectful to Brentford? Haven't lost at home since
I know, but they're not making
October.
Top 4. Sorry.
Well, their forms they've got the second best.
No, do you know what, Ty? What Sean's trying to do, let me help you. Sean's trying to do is involve other clubs in a battle that he can be involved in. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we beat like come out of chest, we beat Brentford, we beat. You know what I'm saying? So I respect it. I respect it. I respect it.
For me, the point I would like to make.
Sean, what you're doing here is very clever, right? Is
so clever.
You're trying to basically, you want to say that it's not guaranteed that Liverpool, Newcastle are going to get top 4. Yeah. But at the same time, you haven't got enough chest to just put Tottenham into other teams.
No, wait, hold up.
He's throwing in Brentford, Brighton.
My chest is out. I had a £50 bet with this man Kunle on his show last Monday that Tottenham are going to finish top 4. Right, so I would 100%. I 100% have faith in my team. Yeah. That happened to be just before Tottenham went down with the Bentancur injury and the Sessegnon injury and the other injuries.
I didn't ask for excuses,
either
bro.
Either way, I have got the chest. I still think Tottenham can do it. But what I am saying is that this argument that it's going to be one of either Liverpool or Tottenham or Newcastle that finish top 4, I think that's disrespectful. I think maybe not, but Brighton are playing brilliant football. They were unlucky against Fulham yesterday. Fulham are playing excellent football, and Brentford are the best form team. In the
Sean,
league. Why? There's 6 points between
Sean, we do a lot of shows together. All of us have got receipts in different ways. Have you ever mentioned Brentford and Brighton in the top 4 race the whole season before today?
On this channel? No.
Just channel
on loads of channels that I spend time with. 100%. I speak.
When did you start doing that? When did you start doing it?
At the moment that I got so sick and tired of Antonio Conte's style of
football.
Like
2 weeks ago, then
I was having no, all the way back last season, but especially this season with the Zerbi coming in.
Hey, Sean, stop this lies right here, bro. Stop this. Stop this.
Let me explain,
Mr. Man.
We've got him.
Let me explain what I'm trying to say.
I said last season he was talking about right in the Brentford.
What I'm trying to say is my point when I talk positively about Brighton and Brentford. Right, I've always liked the football on play. The reason why I talk about them so much on other channels is because I can't stand Tottenham's style of football. And people that say you got to back Conte, I'm like, why? What is it about Conte that's so like people have so much loyalty towards? The football stinks. He's stubborn. He doesn't change his tactics. And people say, well, he's got a horrible team to do that with. And I make the point that teams like Brentford, even Fulham this season and Brighton this season, their managers can do more with the squads that they have, playing better football. So I do talk about those managers all the time. I do talk about those teams
so
all the
not
time.
the top 4 race though, because I didn't hear top 4 in any of those explanations you just gave. You appreciate their football, you appreciate their style, but you never mentioned top 4.
I'm not saying that they will finish top 4. I'm just saying.
But you're trying to force us to have them in the conversation.
No, I'm not trying to force you to have anything, bro. It's my turn to speak. If I could land for a moment. You can dismiss it all you want. I'm just saying, I think it's a little bit arrogant.
Like my mic.
I think it's a little bit arrogant to dismiss them when there's a 6-point spread from 4th to 9th. And listen, if Chelsea kick themselves into gear, they've got a squad that's good enough to get back into the conversation.
Off. Now you're having a laugh.
Sure. He's trying to set up next week's game against Chelsea. He's trying to set it up.
If you think the top 4 race,
you know I was bad.
Me and Daps live 5 minutes away from each other. Can you please send up some Surrey spice to us, please? Whatever you're having this morning.
If you think that the top 4 race is literally between Liverpool,
I spoke like this. You man were shouting and screaming about me and my confidence.
Nah, this is shameless, Sean.
All I'm saying is,
happening.
so you've made your mind up. You've made your mind up that the top 4 races between Liverpool, Newcastle, and Tottenham. That's what you're saying. Right?
Yes.
Sorry,
and I think it's far too early to say that. I think it's far too early to say that.
What?
Well, from when
no. I said this. I said the 6 teams.
Bro, you involved Chelsea as well, bro.
No, I just
there's no if about Chelsea. There's not like a scenario that Chelsea get top 4.
And I agree with that. I don't think they're coming into it. But the other 6 teams that are Newcastle down to 9th, there's 6 points separating them. The teams that you're not talking about, Brighton and Brentford, are in better form than Tottenham, Newcastle, or Liverpool in terms of points over the last 6, 7, 8 games. So I don't know why you have this. Just because you don't talk about them enough, because this is a top 6 channel, doesn't mean that you should disrespect them. I think they're part of the conversation.
Sean,
Sean's cute, man.
I've given both those clubs, I've given both Brighton and Brentford a lot of respect, not just on this channel, but on DR yesterday, on DR on Wednesday, because the fact is, I know Arsenal have to come to the Etihad. They have to go to Anfield. They have to go to St James's Park. Admittedly, City have got Arsenal at home, Liverpool at home, Chelsea at home. But we've got Brentford and Brighton away from home, yeah? Which I'm looking at those 2 games already going, those
banana
2 games.
Skins, potentially.
100% that people won't pick up.
So why are you dismissing them then?
But this is a top 4 thing, not to lose a game one-off, bro. It's a top 4 thing. They're 2 very different scenarios, bro.
Brighton haven't shown any lack of faith.
No, but I'm saying I'm scared to play Brighton away from home, even though we slapped them up 4-2. But top 4
game, it doesn't mean they're going to get
Brighton smack up Moats. Brighton have got the same points as Liverpool. If Brighton win their game in hand against Tottenham, they're 1 point behind us. Why are Tottenham in the top 4 race, but not Brighton?
They're not,
because they're ahead of them.
For me, the top 4. I'm sorry, and this is where I've always said it. With Liverpool,
I'd love it if Liverpool fall off, so I can come back and tell you boys how
I hope
your opinions are.
Listen, I hope. Yeah,
you better finish in the top 4 after that. Then
I'd almost rather Brighton do it now, just so I can come back and celebrate this particular show.
I just done you a favour, Sean. How dare you? Just for that. I will be smoking you lot 3-0. I will be putting you in a Tottenham pack. I will be smoking that Sean pack when you come around.
I want Liverpool to drop off. I want Man United to drop off. I would love nothing more than Brighton and Brentford to get top 4, right?
Same.
100%. But the fact is, just like in normal life, football does bring PTSD, yeah? And by going through what we've gone through with this Liverpool team, I've said it, like, you can't go, in my opinion, from being a team that is competing for a quad to being like
Liverpool
unsavable within like 9 months. It's not possible, yeah? Something went wrong. They just need to get that right, get that momentum, get that confidence, and they will go on a winning run. That's why I'm saying Liverpool will get top 4.
Okay, and that's your opinion. And my opinion is that it's incredibly unrealistic just to sit there and say that that's the only outcome that can happen. And it's incredibly disrespectful to sit there and say that Brighton they're a one-off team that can beat certain teams one-off. But when you look at the form of them over the season, they're a team that can go and do it against any team on their day, as can Brentford. So I
How
don't
many
understand why it's such a
years have
shock
Brighton
to say
been in Europe? How many games have they played in Europe?
what has that got to do with this?
What do you mean? What? Because that's why they're not involved in this conversation. Because they hold on. Because they've had. You're saying because they've had a few runs of good wins against a few good teams, and they're in good points tally right now.
Against the lesser
No,
teams as well, though.
I hear you, but they're still not getting top four. Like 100%, Liverpool aren't getting top four. I'm sorry to burst the bubble now. They're not. Newcastle and United. You lot are finishing fifth. Like, but hold on. I did believe Liverpool could turn it round.
How can you make the argument that Brighton haven't finished top four before, therefore they're irrelevant, and yet Newcastle are relevant, yet they also haven't finished top four for the best part.
But Newcastle, at what position are Newcastle currently in? If Brighton were there, then I'd make them relevant. But they're not there, bro. 6 points is massive in the Premier League, bro. It's massive. So it's Brighton. When I see Brighton in third position at some point towards the close, then I'll start listening to you.
Got a game in hand. Brighton will be 3 points behind.
Do you know what? There's 400 people in here, and there's only 200 and something likes.
That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
That's almost the way that you're disrespecting the channel as much as you're disrespecting Brighton.
No, but
please, guys.
Daps mentioned something. Oh, sorry.
Go on, Mum. Tell it.
Nah, Daps mentioned something earlier about Liverpool and how they can't go this bad.
Hold that thought 1 second. I thought Muntz was going to do a like push. If he's not going to do a like push, Ty, do the super chat.
Sorry. I interrupted you, man.
Big up everyone. Obviously, 401 of you in here. Big up everyone that's watching. Please make sure you like. Please subscribe if you're new. Also, if you become a member, which is in the link down below, you guys will get access to the membership, which gives you the priority in the call-in show tonight, which is at 9 o'clock as well. So make sure you get a membership if you want to become part of that stuff and all the other accessories as well. Super chat as well from Annie. He says, I still think United can be caught. I'm not even gonna lie, which is interesting. We're gonna touch on them games quickly before we wrap up as well in them games today. Honesty as well says, big up you, man them. Thank you for the super chat as well. Where's that gone there? Big up you, man them. I watch LFC come out of nowhere like a Randy Orton RKO and get top four. Plus Brighton and Brentford will fall off at 1 point at a time. Big up Honesty for your super chat as well. Big up everyone that's in the comments as well. Make sure you like in the video and subscribe to all the mandems. You can see it in their names right there. One Touch TV, Big Six Bands and Spurs Talk Show. But go on, Monts, and couldn't I let you pressure each other, and then we'll go on to the games today and quickly have a little talk.
I was just doing I was just saying, listen, you lot, the fact that there isn't 300 likes is criminal.
I know. Big facts.
Right now, if anything, right now for like 30, I'm not saying that until I see another 25, 30 likes.
I reckon I could trigger you before then, but yeah.
Go on.
About top four.
Now,
I'm not liking it.
Hey, brother.
42 likes now, so it's good. Get it to 250 minimum.
So the reason why Liverpool aren't getting into the top four is because of one issue that cannot be fixed this season, Daps, unfortunately. And that one issue is Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp. No, and the reason why I say that is because the only way Liverpool get the top four if they sack Klopp. Right now, if they sack him, they have a chance. And the reason I say this is because he's such a stubborn man, and he's getting it wrong over and over again. But he's so arrogant that he's not willing to change and adapt to what he's got. And that's going to keep killing Liverpool. And the annoying thing for Liverpool is that he's got too much credit in the bank for them to sack him this season, even though they should. So, which is lovely for the rest of the Premier League because they're going to keep him for at least one more season. And he's going to keep stinking this place up for another year. And unfortunately, you lot just got to sit tight and take it because he was the guy that won your first Premier League in 30 years or whatever. So he's the Messiah, and he's going to be, and if you do get taken over, he's going to be given money to spend in summer or whatever. But that is a mistake. If Liverpool was smart, he'd get sacked this week. But they're not. Luckily for us, they're not that smart, and they're not going to finish top four.
Monts, I'm going to let you guys come back to that before we go into the.
I can't believe Monts didn't bite. Monts didn't bite.
Nothing to say, yeah? We're going to Sunday's game.
He secretly knows I'm right. That's why. Secretly.
You know what it is? It'll be quick. I've already said this. Whoever is Klopp out, I understand. I don't agree. I'm not Klopp out myself, but if you are Klopp out with what's gone on this season, I get it. So when Kunle's saying he's seen all this stuff that about Jurgen Klopp, his tactically being outclassed, being as bad as he has, in-game substitutions, all that stuff. I understand. I'm not gonna lie. Any other manager about the clout or what he's been doing would have been sacked for the shit that's gone on this season. Because Klopp's got that clout, he's got time, and obviously we'll see. Maybe
he deserves it. To be fair,
we'll see if there is an overhaul after the cheekiest thing, after the cheeky shit that that FSG pulled. Then we'll see if he gets his money. Me, I don't think he's got the best talent ID. He needs a sporting director to take that, and he. But yeah, I understand it with the whole Klopp criticism thing. He's been so bad this season that when people just are throwing bare things his way, I can't protect you. Like you need to yourself. A big man.
Real talk.
Do that. I can't lie.
Grown ass man, dog. You're a grown ass man. Stand up for yourself.
Daps cleaned it like me.
Well,
that.
I was out in Germany, so I just took it all off.
Yeah, sick. Nah, sick. We're gonna do another 5 minutes, people. We just hit the hour mark. Obviously, 360 of you still here. Keep smashing that like. We're just gonna touch on the games today because I'm just looking at Man United and obviously Leicester. We've got them today. Obviously, team news is just coming out now, which I'm trying to find.
I saw someone comment saying the team looks stinky, but to be honest with you, I think
it?
one thing I've seen though is, I'll be honest, like, I'm a hater of Man United, obviously.
Massive. I'm with you. Spud me.
All day, but at the same time, I'm also not deluded. Yeah, like right now, the abuse I'm getting off of a clip to do with Arsenal, people think I haven't got a clue what I'm talking about with football. Conveniently, they're all Arsenal fans, but threatening to body me in that, put holes in me, mad. But I can't like talk down on United at the moment, to be frank with you. Like, even a stinky Man United team, I think will get the job done against Leicester. Like, I do. Yeah, I think Ten Hag. I think Ten Hag is doing right. Everyone knows he's doing a good job. I think he's doing a better job than people are even saying, to be frank with you.
Okay, yeah, is he doing a better job than what you expected him to do at the start of the season?
Within the first season, fuck yeah.
Okay, yeah, I like, and you can actually respect say that.
It's not just like, you know what? I think I said on Coppish last year, where once Ten Hag had been announced, I said, everyone was saying it's going to take United years and years and years to get back. And I said, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. And I'm not saying that isn't correct, but sometimes a manager can come in and those couple of little changes can make a difference on a whole squad.
Facts.
A manager can find something in a player that other managers couldn't find, yeah? And then if they get the confidence out of that player and get him performing, then another player's performance steps up. But here's the thing that's really key, I think, is he has got Manchester United's fan base. People said that Ollie got the fan base together. No, he didn't, right? Ten Hag has got this fan base together, right? Proper. It's very clear. Last season, the Old Trafford that I know as my younger years, where teams were getting off their team coach 2-0 down mentally, yeah? Last season, you had Everton coming and doing the Sue, right? And at that point, I was like, Old Trafford is not a fortress, not close to being a fortress, yeah? Ten Hag and whatever he has done has made that place a fortress, yeah? Like, and I can't knock it.
Yeah. I hate it, bro. I hate it.
You're idiotic. Yeah, I love your idiotic fan base. Not all of them. All the top reds. Which we know what top red in Man United means. It means something. Yeah, I'm not going to say what. Right. Yeah. But all them top reds that are like pro Ratcliffe. Yeah, I am fucking with you. Get Ratcliffe.
All the way, yeah. Ratcliffe.
All the way.
Do you know what?
Ratcliffe to the world.
Do you know what? It's so funny that Big Steve messaged me yesterday, actually replying to my Instagram story, and he was like laughing at the fact, obviously getting Ratcliffe. And I said, do you know what? If we get him, I said, you lot are gonna actually have the last laugh. And we were just having a little joke about it because
he's just Glazing 2.0.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? That is literally what it is. And I think if Man United can get this ownership bit right alongside the Eric Ten Hag era. I'm not saying that, oh my God, we're going to win loads of leagues. That's, you know me, I'm like you, I'm pessimistic. I'm not going to say we're going to.
Bro, right.
If we get the right manager with the right ownership, why can't we be on the competing stage of you lot?
If you look at City and then you look at the Mancini era and the Pellegrini era, yeah, that was like, the Mancini era had to happen. For me, that was the first step. He was the perfect manager to get that first trophy, yeah?
Yeah.
Knew how to do it, defensive, very very key on the defensive element of the game as well. Then Pellegrini was but then we got Pep, and Pep and our board is the perfect relationship, yeah? And for me, I think Ten Hag with a board that want to have that relationship, which I heard Qatar's statement about what they want to bring Man United,
Bro,
yeah?
it's so personal, isn't
It's
it?
10-10. It's 10-10. It's
Thank
like...
you.
Run that. We don't want any of that.
Want
any of that.
But then on DR, they did a poll, and United fans voted 60-40 in favour of Qatar. I'm like, who's the 40%?
I know.
Where is this 40% coming
Daps,
from?
You know who the 40% is.
Yeah, that's a silly question. Silly question.
I know. But here's the thing, Ty. You know who falls in that 40%? And this is your issue. Your current owners fall in that 40%, right? And your current owners are the ones that get to decide who they sell to, yeah?
Yeah. And also, you know what's come out as well? Funny enough, I don't know if anyone's seen it, but you know Qatar, they want ownership. Ratcliffe is actually not ownership, it's majority. So then I'm thinking, they're going to pattern it up. They're going to say, Glazers, you take a little 20%. They're going to do the sliding. Yeah, Glazers,
get Ratcliffe in, man, 100%.
Yeah, I need that. That would make my year. That would make my year.
I will cry. Honestly, with a super chat, he says Chelsea remind me of the bridal who got the Lambo expensive clothing and he thinks he will get the bad girl, but she rejects him for the dude of Adidas. Wow. What a comment on a Sunday, man. Yeah, I hear it.
I just see this. This one's good.
Off topic. Oh, I can't read it. Read it. Oh, why are you here? I thought you were financially stable. What did it say at the top? Bottom club to Chelsea.
Bottom clubs to Chelsea.
Another super chat from Honesty, man. Big up everyone for the super chats today, by the way. Massively appreciate it for the channel and what it does, man. Off topic, Neymar is out of the return match against Bayern Munich. He just got injured again. Bloody hell. So Bayern Munich are in trouble.
Conveniently, it's coming into the kind of
February period. Yeah, I swear we always take end of February off.
I swear it's sister's birthday or something, isn't it?
End of February, innit? Every year.
Like that.
Oh my days. But now, guys, real talk. Do you know what? What do you not think? Before we quickly end, we'll go into the Spurs game and quickly get predictions. What are you, man, thinking about this game against Leicester today? Because obviously we've got a lot of games. We've got Barcelona again. Then we've got the cup final next week. We've got obviously a full strength team basically still out today. I know people have said like we're playing a weakened team. Don't forget Casemiro can't play, but Leicester, 8 goals in 2 games. James Maddison's on fire at the moment. I don't think this is going to be as easy as what people think. Anyone want to say anything on this game?
Do you know what? Man U, first of all, bun Man U, innit? There's no team in the world that I hate more than that football club. And they're pissing me off this season. I predicted them 6th position. And this bastard Ten Hag guys went to go out and get them on a run. And I think, they still undefeated at home this season?
Yeah, no, we lost one first game.
One. Yeah, but it's still become a bit of a fortress. And as much as I want this to be a tough game, and Leicester, just like I was telling you earlier before the stream time, like United are going to get peppered for 70 minutes and then take 2 sweet chances, one by Rashford and another one by some randomer or whatever, and they're going to win the game 2-0. And it's going to piss me off because I'm going to be watching the game thinking, take the chance, Maddison. And they're going to miss them. But United...
that was me yesterday.
Bruv. True. I can't take it. But yeah, they're doing better than I expected. I still think there's some sort of pain down the line for United fans this season. Well, I'm praying for it now. It's more of a hope than an expectance now. But I think they'll win this game 2-0. It won't look comfortable, but they'll still win. They'll win 2-0.
Okay. Well, we'll hopefully Man United can get the win. Obviously, that kicks off in about 40 minutes. But yeah, Man United get the job done. Obviously, we move 5 points behind the top of the table. Not that I'm saying we're in a title race, but all we can do is win. Man United could not afford to slip up today.
You are in a title race. You are in it. Yeah, yes, you are here. Yes. Whether you like it or not, you are here.
I'm like Mons. You lot can talk about that. I'm gonna stay away. Sean, this is your time because no Bentancur, Liverpool are coming, Newcastle is slipping. You're saying that Brighton are coming. You lot have got to come today, bro.
Yeah. If we win today, we usually do beat West Ham. I think 8 of the last 10 games we played against West Ham, we've scored 2 goals. And if we score 2 goals today, given West Ham's ability to score and what they're doing this season, I think we're okay. But whether we can do it or not, time will tell. For me, the problems in the team are not actually in the midfield. I know that this is a weird thing to say, considering the biggest injury to our team is Bentancur, but I got a lot of trust in our new young fella from Africa, Pape Sarr. I think he's an absolute talent. Ollie Skip did a really good job against Milan as well.
Sorry.
But we got Højbjerg back
I'm with
as well.
you on that laugh.
We got Højbjerg back as well. But I don't think the midfield is necessarily the issue, right? If those guys do a good job, and our defense leaks goals the way they have been because their confidence is shot and their quality is not good enough, either or, whichever one, the front three, which at the start of the season people were saying that our front three, are one of the best front threes in Europe.
I think Spurs fans are saying that.
Ain't doing it. They ain't doing it anymore.
Is Heung-min Son still the problem?
Yes, Sonny's been a massive problem, and this is one of the reasons why I talk about
Sun and shining.
Why I talk about Conte and why I'm so frustrated with him is that he's got this loyalty to the man. And you know what? Like the one time this season, Tottenham used him as a sub. They dropped him to the bench, brought him off the bench. He scored a hat-trick in 20 minutes against Leicester. And all the Sonny lover boys out there, fanboys out there said, you know what? That is the reason why. This example is the reason why you do not drop Sonny ever again. Prove the point. He comes back in and scores a hat-trick. To me, it should have been an experiment that was used more often, more frequently. I don't want to see him in the starting 11 today. If he's in the starting 11...
Sean, is your Rolls Royce actually a Fiat?
Who's that? Romero? Listen, I've never been I've always said that Romero's the best defender we have. But I've always, since last season, I've been saying this guy's got red cards in him. He didn't get a red card last season. He got one the other day. He could have got one against Milan as well. The guy's got this aggressive tendency, which it's a utility. Like you don't want to snuff it out of his game. You want to let him be aggressive.
No, you want that. Yeah.
You want that in the game, but occasionally his timing can be off. And then I think that he's got red cards in him, and we can't afford to lose him given the problems we have with the others. They're all so low on confidence.
Someone put in the comments he's an off-road vehicle.
To me,
I have one question for you, Sean.
Yeah. Go on.
I just want to know if will Sonny come out with Porro? Is he gonna come out with?
Yeah, do you know what? That's gonna be interesting if Emerson or Porro starts.
This is the thing.
Who do you want?
Well, I probably want Emerson Royale to start because I think that I said it before Porro even joined the club. I don't think that you can have Porro and Perisic on the pitch at the same time with the defense that we have. I think they're too forward thinking. They're too weak defensively. We got ripped apart at Leicester.
Yeah, and when you've got weak centre backs, you can't
do it, right? You get caught out of position. I equally think though that a lot of that problem starts with the predictability of Tottenham knocking the ball up to Harry Kane. If Harry Kane doesn't get the protection from the referee, like he didn't against Simon Kjaer against Milan, he didn't against Harry Souttar and Faish against Leicester, then Tottenham become predictable, easy to break down. And then when you've got those two guys that are up on the offside line, then you can get ripped apart. So to me, I think Emerson Royale needs to start because we haven't got a replacement for Perisic because Sessegnon's out for 8 weeks. It's a nightmare. However, despite all that stuff, depending on what happens with the team today, I think that Tottenham should have enough about us to be able to get past West Ham. They've got a lot of players out. They haven't got their boy Kurt Zouma. They haven't got Lucas Paqueta. They haven't got their goalkeeper Areola. They haven't got Cornet.
You see, the thing is though, and I want to see what Daps and Mont's thinking, and then we'll wrap up quickly. That puts more pressure slightly on you because I know you've got Højbjerg back, but you haven't got obviously Bentancur. But then that means you need to go out there and win and beat West Ham. I'm gonna just throw a little spanner in there. Daps and Mont's. I don't mind who answered first. They've got Chelsea next week, Tottenham at the Lane. Yeah, that is a massive game. Chelsea are in shit form at the moment. If West Ham get a result today and then Spurs then don't go and beat Chelsea next week, boy, we've got to have conversations because that top four race could be blown out.
Brentford and Brighton.
And he's out anyway.
Exactly.
By the way, Chelsea are beating Spurs. I'm saying it from now.
That's what I'm saying. They could.
Chelsea always beat. That's not a big chesty fucking prediction, mate. They always beat Tottenham. It's not a problem.
Exactly.
Tottenham will beat City.
A lot of people are saying that Chelsea is shit. That's what I'm saying. Not you, obviously, Sean. But a lot of people
we're Dr. Tottenham for Chelsea.
No. Chelsea are shit. Let's be clear.
Yeah, and they are. But they're saying, Tottenham are going to roll them over. No, they're not.
No, we're not. We never do. We never do. They're our bogey club, just like we always roll over City.
That's why you need to win today. That's why.
Yeah, of course. And I believe we are going to win today, but it depends on the lineup. And I worry that Tottenham fans, and with our manager Conte away and Stellini in charge, I worry that there's going to be this pressure to put Porro in and Perisic, and I think we get vulnerable. I think we're vulnerable at the back. I'd rather stick Emerson in there and keep it tight.
Sean, hashtag. Whoa, you just said whoa. Oh, damn. Hashtag.
Pause.
Caught me off guard. Sorry. Start Danjuma and bench Son. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 100%.
The Son sexuals, the Sonny sexuals are not going to like it.
No, 100%, mate. I'm with you 100%. I don't think Danjuma should start. I think Richarlison should start.
Yeah,
I think that we should go 3-4-3, play Decky in the 10 and play Richarlison and Kane up top in like a 3-4-1-2 kind of thing.
It's going to be interesting, man. Let me just get through a quick chat. Just want to do a couple birthday shout outs. Mama Flossie, happy birthday to you as well, man. God bless you. And King's done a super chat as well. Says my 18th today. Big up, King.
Happy 18th, bro.
You know what? Happy 18th, man. Big birthday, man. And you're watching us as well. So
remember that birthday, bro. So long ago.
Yeah, man. Love every time. Have a great day.
You probably lost on it, didn't you,
King, or whoever team you support, I hope they won for you this weekend as well. But guys, we're going to wrap it up there.
Aaron chat as well from
another one.
Yeah, it's on Mbappe, I think.
Oh yeah. Bear with. Oh yeah,
what was last week's talk when Man U fans were talking about Mbappe to United? What was that about? Was that
That's
just
if the Qatar money comes in? They're saying
okay.
I have to see Mbappe live in a match. What a player. P.S. Neymar's got an ankle injury. It was just a bad tackle. Okay. Now, big up for the super chat, guys. But yeah, man, Aaron 15, over 300 still watching throughout the whole show. Daps, before I do like the outro, do you want to plug anything that we've got tonight and stuff?
Yeah, so call-in show tonight, 9 p.m. As always. I think it's myself and Mo, I think. I don't know.
I might jump on, I might check out this evening.
I think Cass, if he's back in time because he's at the game, he might be there. But if not, man, jump on. The link will be for members. The link will go in the Discord.
Down below.
Everyone else, the link will then go out to everyone. But the key is that members get priority. So they get queue jump. They're like the DJ turning up at a club. They just get to
wristband settings, bro. Wristband.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Love that, man. Make sure you're there, people. 9 o'clock, and we'll be talking about everything. You can come on, have your say, not even if it's about football, whatever the weather, man. And then obviously make sure, guys, you subscribe to One Touch TV. They've got big reactions out from the Arsenal game yesterday. We've got Monts as well, Big Six Bounce. I know they're probably live about 7:30 tonight. Is it normally, Monts?
Yeah, around 7:30. We'll just have to round up, chaos. Massacre, you already know how it gets. So yeah,
love that.
Yeah, guys.
Wicked, man. And then we've got Spurs talk show as well, where obviously you can look at all the Spurs content, where it's going to be crying or happiness today. We'll find out later on. But Sean, big up for coming on every single time. And obviously the Never a Foul family, man. You know what it is, you guys. Liking this video, make sure you're subscribing, make sure you're supporting all the man them and the content here right now. And everyone have a blessed Sunday. Man United need the 3 points, and we rock on from there. But yeah, big up everyone. And then if you could as well, as soon as this show finishes, we run out the outro, should I say, drop a comment as well, just saying great show, whatever. It helps.
What's your predictions, though, Ty? Sorry, Ty, I want to hear your predictions on the game. Can we get that quickly done or not? Is there any chance?
Actually, we'll do quickly. Yeah, we'll go around.
Tried to skip that one, didn't he?
I don't like it.
I think we're gonna draw 2-2.
A little Desmond.
Getting dragged back into the top 4 race, maybe.
Yeah, that's
2-1 United. I think 2-1 United. Madison will score though.
Yeah, I think
3-1 United.
I'm going to go 2-0 United. And Mons, I just want to know, now Arsenal are doing well, why don't you invite me on Big Six Pants no more? When we were down in the dumps, I used to be a regular. Hey, Kunz, what you saying, bruv? Now, there's no Kunz. There's no Kunz, bro. Yeah, what's going on?
Wait, hold on. We're not going to do that. When you have Casey and Kiers, I haven't even invited any Arsenal fans on the channel of recent. When you have Casey and Kiers, they're
relentless. I know. I love it.
Imbalance, and it's horrific. But we are going to get you one very soon. We do. We need you on still. Also,
love that, man.
Probably after a loss, but yeah.
Sean,
cool.
what, we're going to get away with Spurs predictions? Are we all going
I'll go. I'm going to go 2-0 United for the Leicester game, and I'm going to say 3-1 Tottenham for the West Ham game.
Goals for Spurs. Okay. I think I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go 1-1 your game.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Desmond for your game, 2-2.
I agree, 2-2.
Oh, no!
Can you at least make it a fun game to watch?
Hashtag no faith in Tottenham from you lot.
No faith.
Surprise me. You got no faith.
Because remember, you're the one that says Brighton and Brentford in the top 4 race.
As long as you
man, it's mathematically possible, Monts. It's mathematically possible.
As long as you man are consistent with the beating of us, yeah, then I'm going to presume you're going to be consistent with everything else that is being bang average. So there we go.
There we go. And on that note, it's a wrap, man. Big up, people. Have a blessed Sunday, and we'll catch you soon.
Right, guys, love for the love. I need to duck
big
out.
up,
But
Yeah,
bless everyone.
bless up, guys.
Bless
Big up,
I'll
man.
shout Mo later about the calling show, yeah?
Yeah, cool.
Come on,
All right.
Brighton.
Take
Come
it
on,
easy,
Brighton.
guys.
I'll redirect you, man.
Oh, big up for that, Mons. Love for that, bro.
No.
Ciao.
Big up.